Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel with Reed's Readers with your host Clinton Reed. And today I want to bring with you to my August wrap-up. Now, I'm going to mention this month was not the month that I wanted. I kind of went through a little bit of a reading slump. Still sort of in it, but I'm got great plans for September, so I'm really hoping to pull myself out of said reading slump. But I wanted to talk about all the books that I've read this month, two of which technically I finished at the end of July, but didn't make it into my July wrap-up. Now, the beginning of this month, I participated in Booktubeathon, and I thought I was going to read 7 books. I completed a total of 3 out of the 7. I'm a little disappointed, but I think it kind of had to do with the first book kind of pushed me into this little reading slump. Some of these others, pulled me out of it. And then there was a time between the 9th of August. Well, actually between the 17th of August and the 24th of August. Yeah. But let's get into this and talk about the 10 books that I did complete this month, which I'm very proud of. I'm going to start talking about the first 3 books that I finished during Booktubeathon. And the first one was Staggs by M.A. Bennett. This was my, I do believe, coin flip for the first book of the month. I rated this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. This was not the type of book I thought it was going to be. It's a YA thriller. I got that. But I was envisioning more of, the movie from the 90s, Pest, where he's running on that island and someone's chasing after him to kill him and blah, blah, blah. Well, it was kind of like that, but let's just state I got pretty much Gossip Girl meets Pretty Little Liars. And then I'm curious, how many of y'all remember the 90s cult classic films called The Skulls about the secret society? Well, when I got to, let's just say roughly to about here in the book, it started turning into the Skulls movie, and I pretty much predicted the ending. It is a basic thriller that if you're not a big fan, if you haven't read a lot of thrillers and mysteries like I have, you might enjoy this and devour it. I was kind of disappointed and lackluster with it. Yeah. This book is about, what is his name? Is it him or her? It's been so long, hold on. It's about a kid named Greer McDonald, a scholarship student who recently transferred to Staggs. Greer is ignored at best and mocked at worst by the school's most admired circle of friends, the medievals. Greer is taken by surprise when the medievals send her an invitation to the exclusive weekend retreat at the private family estate of their unofficial leader, Henry de Werlencourt. And then stuff ensued. Basically, it was billed as a weekend of hunting, shooting, and fishing. Rumor has it that the invitee who most impresses the group will be given the privilege of becoming a medieval themselves. It's a really good book. It kind of disappointed me because I was really looking for a thriller to really pull me and keep me at the edge of my seat. And this just really wasn't that type of a book for me. But I will say, check it out. You might enjoy it. And again, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now, the next book I completed this month was A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I gave this an easy 5 out of 5 stars. I am obsessed with this series. I read the second one this month, which we'll get to later on in this. And for September, I've got the third one up there, and I so can't wait to dive into it. This is a Sherlock Holmes retelling in a way where instead of it just being a basic retelling, it's about their great. It's either, I want to say it's either one more great or I stop at the greats. I always get that part wrong. Grandchildren, Charlotte Holmes and Jamie Watson. And I am a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. I've read a few of the stories. I think I read the case book, which is right here. The case book of Sherlock Holmes back in high school. And I've been obsessed. Just recently got the complete work so that I can read it and review it for you guys. But I am obsessed with anything that brings in Sherlock Holmes and Watson. And the dynamic in this book is to die for. I kind of like the romance aspect in it. The fact that we get Moriarty's in this. We get her brother's a genius. Like, if you love murder mysteries, if you love anything Sherlock Holmes-esque, I definitely recommend A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. It is just so good. Girl, check it out. You will enjoy it. Like, oh my god. 5 out of 5 out of 5 out of 5 stars. I would give it 20 stars if I could. I think this is going to become one of my newest favorite series. Which I read that for Booktubeathon for the Something You Would Like to Do challenge, because I've always wanted to solve a murder mystery very Sherlock Holmes-esque, and that gave me everything I wanted and more. Just saying. And next I read for the film to movie adaptation, I read Stephen King's The Body, and I watched its movie Stand By Me. I will state I was a little disappointed in The Body. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. It is a good book, good short little novella. But because I read The Outsiders recently, I kept wanting to compare this. I know it's nothing like The Outsiders, but it's a coming-of-age story about kids from a town who stumble on a mystery of a dead body by the railroad tracks. It was cute. I will probably reread it in the future to see if I could separate The Outsiders and it to see about how I feel. I now own the bind-up collection for different seasons that has this in it. But I will state, I may have been disappointed by this a little bit, but watching Stand By Me shattered my soul. This movie is just so good. I gave this movie 10 out of 10 stars. It's kind of how I rate my movies, is out of 1 and 10. Books are out of 1 to 5, as we all know. But this movie with Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland. Oh my god, this movie is just so good. If you have not seen Stand By Me, watch it. And I will state I was pleasantly happy with this book-to-movie adaptation. I will state I kind of like the movie a little bit more, but it is what it is. So I gave the book 4 out of 5 stars. And I really want to continue on with more Stephen King, so y'all will see a lot more Stephen Kings in the future. See if I can get that to sound cool. The next book I finished this month, it's also one of my all-time favorites this month, The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro. Book 2 in the Sherlock Holmes series. This one goes from, like, the first book takes place at school in Pennsylvania or Connecticut. I want to say Connecticut. And this one takes place in Europe. Continuation. I'm not going to give more details than that. I went into these books blind, and I say everyone should. They're just so good. Just saying. 5 out of 5 stars. Love it. I can't wait to get to the case of Jamie. Just, oh my god. The angst that Charlotte gives me. And Jamie, yes, Jamie can be annoying at times, but I love him too. He's my fluffy little character that I just want to hug and love and pinch his cheeks. And every day's gonna be okay. Oh, 5 out of 5 stars. I was going to read that one for Booktubeathon for green on the cover, but next I had rented some graphic novels because I was kind of starting to get into a little slump. So next I read Moonstruck by Grace Ellis, Shay Beagle, and a whole cast of others. I gave this particular graphic novel 5 out of 5 stars. It's just so cute. Let me read the back so that you can understand what this is all about. And I cannot wait for December for the next one to come out. Monsters, romance, and magical hijinks. Oh my. In the little college town of Blissington, fantasy creatures live cozy, normal lives, right alongside humans and werewolf. Ride around alongside humans. And werewolf barista Julie strives to be the most normal of all. But all heck break loose when she and her new girlfriend, Selena, go on a dangerous first date and ends up with a magician casting a horrible spell on their friend Chet. Now it's up to the team of mythical pals to stop the illicit illusionist before it's too late. And oh my god, Julie and Selena are the cutest fucking thing ever. And I think Chet, the centaur, is like one of my new favorite characters. Like, he is a gay ball of fluffiness. They. Let me see if I'm using the term correctly. If I'm not, let me know down below. But I want to say he's intersex or gender neutral, because they never once refer to Chet as he or she. They always say they. So, and it's never referred to. We just know he's a gay little fluff ball who wants to date a minotaur. But like, look at this artwork. It's just so pretty. Like, it's just so cute. And Julie is a reader, and throughout it you get this little, you get the story she's been reading throughout it, which is a murder mystery, not a murder mystery, one of those like middle grade mysteries. But oh my god, I can't wait to buy my own copy of this, and I will read it and 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 love it forever. Because Moonstruck is amazing and everyone needs to know about it. I first heard about this on Julie from Pages and Pens read this and gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Thought I was just going to give it about that, but like, how can I when you've got like the cuteness of them? Friendship goals. Just saying. Mega friendship goals. And next I read Midnighter Volume 1 Out, which is a DC superhero by the authors were Steve Orlando, Hugo Petrus, Alec Morgan, and Stephen Mooney. This is about a gay superhero. A superhero that I've been very interested in wanting to check out. There's rumors that Netflix might be doing a series about it. I'm definitely going to continue on with this because this is such a hero that I want and I think needs to be represented more in social media or mainstream superheroes. If we don't get a TV show, we better get a fucking movie because Midnighter is amazing and he reminds me a lot of like Batman meets Deadpool, but with Tony Stark's asinine comments. Because he's a jackass. But I love that about him. It's like the best part about him. And he's just getting over his boyfriend Apollo, who broke his heart. He's also he's a living weapon who just, oh my god, this is something I went into blind. All I knew was gay superhero. And he's not your typical gay superhero either. He's not fluffy. He's not like, hey girl, hey. He's, get the fuck out of my way and I kick your ass kind of gay. And it's just so refreshing to see that. And just, yeah, if you're looking for a new superhero to check out, I will definitely recommend checking out Midnighter. It was just so good. And the next graphic novel I rented was one that everybody has been loving. I checked out Giant Days Volume 1 by John Allison, Lisa Tryman, and I want to say Whitney Cougar. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It is so freaking adorable. It's such an adorable contemporary novel, and I just can't wait to continue. This is about college students and the hijinks they get into. 3 best friends, Susan, Esther, and Daisy. They're just so cute. And there's nothing I can say about this because, like, that artwork is freaking adorable. Highly recommend. Can't wait to get volume 2. Oh my god. I did not think I would like Giant Days because I normally don't like contemporary, everyday life kind of graphic novels, but this one just pulled at my heartstrings. If you haven't checked out Giant Days, I highly, highly recommend. Oh, and I gave that one a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't remember if I said that or not. And next, the last graphic novel I checked out, which I'm gonna say I fucking loved, but there was a part in it that I kind of did not like. But I checked out The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina by Roberto Agar Sacasa and Robert Hack. I really hope I didn't butcher your name, Roberto, sorry. This is a horror, however you pronounce that word, version of Sabrina Spellman. This is actually getting a Netflix TV show as a spin-off from Riverdale. So, and everyone knows, I'm obsessed with Riverdale. I had to check out The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. Now, I did dock half a point for one major thing that irritates me to high heaven. I am a huge fan of anything that has to do with witchcraft, witches, everyone knows this. I hate it when stories think, oh, you're a witch. You have to worship Satan. Really? How unique is that? Oh my god, we're gonna live near a cemetery and dig up dead bodies and chop them up and eat them. Oh my god. Really? Other than that, this is so good. The artwork does a flashback to graphic novels from the horror age. Like, I was expecting fluffy, new age artwork. This so was not that. This went there. I did not think it would go there, and it did. Also, an added bonus, Archie, Jughead, Betty, and Veronica make an appearance in this. And to add it, Betty and Veronica are witches in it. Ooh, who summon Sabrina's arch nemesis, Madam Satan. Ooh. Which, can I get let me see if I can find a picture of Madam Satan. Madam Satan, just so you know. But I thought it was adorable, and I love it. Will Death be buying it and cannot wait till volume 2. Just saying. And finally, we're getting back to 2 more novels. Next, I read To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I gave this gorgeous thing 5 out of 5 stars. Now, I read this so I could watch the Netflix movie. I had started it and got to about like there. Till about like there. And then I was like, oh, it's so slow. Do I like this? Do I want to continue this? I'm such in a reading slump. So I don't know if it's the book or if it's me or what's going on. But, so I stopped reading the book and watched the movie. I gave it 30 out of 10. That is the best fucking rom-com I needed at the time. It got me to finish the book in a day and a half. Oh my fucking god. This book. I need the other 2. If you don't know what Laura Jean or To All the Boys I Loved Before is about, where the hell have you been? It's about a girl named Laura Jean who, when she gets a crush, that's so big, she doesn't think he'll ever feel that way about her. She writes it down in a letter, addressed to them, hides it away, never to be sent, so she doesn't have to dwell on her feelings. But then one day, all 5 of the letters she has have been mailed out. Ooh. And the hijinks that ensue. This is so adorable. Not normally my thing, but it sounded so cute I had to check it out. And yeah, I need the next 2. Just saying. So highly, 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 highly recommend. And then I finished this glorious month with one of my all-time new favorites. Just yeah. Nevermore and the Trials of Morgan Crow. Now, I gave this gorgeous thing a 5 out of 5 stars. I will state, go in this blind. No, not quite blind. This book is about a girl named Morgan who is labeled a cursed child, which means anything that goes wrong in town, she gets blamed. And on the eve of her 11th birthday, she is to die. No one knows why. It just happens. Then there's this man named Jupiter North who comes and whisks her away and takes her to the land of Nevermore to show her all the fantastic things. This gave me Harry Potter vibes meets Coraline in the best possiblest way. Morgan reminds me a lot of Coraline mixed with Luna Lovegood, and I'm all about that. Everyone knows I'm all about that. So, if you're looking for a new middle grade to check out with fantasy elements and a mystery, check out Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I have a Jessica Clueless book over there, don't ask. And yeah, check it out. You won't regret it. It's only 461 pages. And I cannot wait for the sequel. Like, I'm pre-ordering that sucker the paycheck before, so I can get it in and just the gorgeous. Oh. Like, oh! So those are the 10 glorious books that I've read this month. I will state, I started yesterday, which was the 30th, today's the 31st. I started yesterday, finally, my book club pick, Shadow of Night. So I'm hoping to finish this in the month of September, along with the third book, Book of Life, by Deborah Harkness, because I only got like yay far. I will state, don't know how much reading I'm going to get at the beginning of September. I've kind of gotten a little addicted to watching How to Get Away with Murder, so taking precedence, because in the month of September I will be participating in 2 readathons. Contemporary-thon, hosted by Pages and Pens, Julie at Pages and Pens, Chelsea at Chelsea Darling Reads, and Natasha at My Book, or My Reading is Odd, sorry. And then, in the middle of that, my readathon that I will be co-hosting with Melanie at Completely Melanie. Fall into reading-a-thon will be starting, so look out for my TBR videos for that. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't before, hit that subscribe. And remember, kids, reading is what's fundamental. Until next time, bye.